What up, Giants fans? Giants Rookie Minicamp is in the books, and this week, voluntary OTA starts. And it was just good to see the rookies out there and the clips this morning of Saquon and Kayvon Thibodeaux running onto the field. So if you enjoyed seeing the rookies on the field and the fact that we're getting closer and closer to Giants football, go down right now and like this video. You are watching New York Giants Now by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Marshall Green, and in today's show, we're going to run through my biggest Giants rookie minicamps winners and losers. I got 3 winners, and then 2 losers, and then a third loser, which I think you guys might find a little bit funny. Stick around to the end of the show to find out the 3 losers. But first, let's set the stage a little bit. Let's talk about who was at Giants Rookie Minicamp. They had 85 players there, a lot of rookies. They even had some people that weren't rookies, like Williams, the running back they brought in from the Buffalo Bills this offseason. He was there competing for a roster spot. A lot of tryouts in general. And 2 of those tryout players, Ryder Anderson and Jordan Mosley, they actually signed to the Giants' 90-man roster. And the best thing about it, in my opinion, was all 11 of the Giants' rookie draft picks were in attendance at Rookie Minicamp, and Kayvon Thibodeaux and Evan Neal have their contracts signed. And this is somewhat different than the way the Giants have operated in the past. Under Dave Gettleman, he would kind of drag it out a little bit, and he wouldn't get the deals done right away. But Joe Schoen came in and said, no more of that. I'm going to get Kayvon Thibodeaux and Evan Neal signed right away. Just released James Bradberry. That money actually probably cleared the signings of Thibodeaux and Neal. So now in a couple of days, or once the NFL updates their stuff, we'll know exactly how much salary cap the Giants are sitting at. But make sure you guys go down and hit that big red button right now, because with voluntary OTAs here, we're about to start talking real football surrounding the New York Giants. Videos every single day here on Giants Now by Chat Sports, and help us get to 9,000 subscribers. Look, June, July, it's right around the corner. That's the dog days of the NFL calendar. But me, my producer, Matthew Peterson, and the team here at Chat Sports, we're still going to be putting out videos every single day. So lock us in for the summer. Hit that big red button right now. Help us get to 9,000 subscribers. The biggest winner I have at a rookie minicamp for the Giants is Jashaun Corbin, the rookie out of Florida State. He was an undrafted free agent, and there's just a lot of things that I like about the guy and what I saw from him in rookie minicamp. What I saw from Jashaun Corbin, he was my biggest winner out of Giants rookie minicamp. When Brian Daboll talks about a UDFA in a press conference saying, I loved his quickness, I loved his speed, I loved what he did in individual drills, that's a good thing for him and for what the Giants scouting department did by going to find this guy. When your head coach is talking about a UDFA by name, he must have impressed at rookie minicamp, and he did. In large part to do that he's going to have a big and a great chance to make this roster. He was a good player at Florida State. Went undrafted, didn't have the fastest 40 time, ran a 4.59 40, but at 5'11", 202 pounds, this isn't a scat back. This is someone that honestly reminds me of Ahmad Bradshaw, a smaller back that has good foot speed, is quick, and is a very physical running back. He likes to get downhill and deliver the blow as a running back. He doesn't like to evade contact. He likes to deliver the hit. And look, when you look at this Giants running back depth chart, I mean, the only 2 guys I think that are guaranteed to make this roster are Saquon Barkley and Matt Breida. Gary Brightwell, I think he's in trouble. Antonio Williams, who knows? He was at rookie minicamp, and he's not even a rookie. He's fighting for a roster spot. And Jashaun Corbin, I could really see him making the roster as the 3rd running back over Gary Brightwell. When you look at what he did at Florida State this past year, 6.2 yards per carry. He likes to get north and south. He doesn't dance behind the line of scrimmage. He likes to find the hole, likes to find the crease, stick his foot, and go. 143 carries, 887 yards, and 7 touchdowns. If he makes the roster, it's going to be as that 3rd running back. He also provides some special teams ability, and he's able to produce on that sanction inside of the football. I like him a lot. He does have an uphill battle to make this roster, but so far, he's my number 1 winner at a Giants rookie minicamp that just wrapped up this weekend. But look, do you think Jashaun Corbin's going to make the Giants' 53-man roster? Of all the undrafted free agents, I think 2 of them do. Yusuf Corber and Jashaun Corbin. But I want to hear from you in the comments section. Type M for you if you think Jashaun Corbin's going to make the roster, or if you think he gets cut, you can go down and type C for cut. My second biggest winner was the second round draft pick, actually, out of Kentucky, Wan'Dale Robinson. He was a big-time player. A lot of people sung the praises of him. Cordell Flott talked about him. Dane Belton talked about him. And he was listed on the Giants roster at 5'11". He grew 3 inches overnight, so that he's a winner for that. He must have got measured in the morning. Shout out to Tom Downey for that. But look, he's 5'8", was measured at 5'11", and he was doing everything in the limited 7-on-7 periods they had. He was coming in jet sweeps. They were throwing him screen routes. They were throwing him deep balls. At Kentucky this past year, he played receiver, but the prior 2 years, he was at Nebraska and played running back. This is a multifunctional player. He's just a playmaker. Get him the ball and let him work. And he's going to have a chance to get early snaps with the way this wide receiver depth chart is shaking out. Who knows if Darius Slayton's even going to be on the roster? There's rumors that the Giants want to trade him. And if they can't trade him, they're going to cut him because they would save about $2.4 million, 2.4 of the $2.5 million he's due this year. I love Wan'Dale Robinson as a player. Last year at Kentucky, arguably the best receiver in the SEC. 104 receptions, 1,300 yards, 12.8 yards per catch, and 7 touchdowns. A lot of people compare him to Kadarius Toney because of what he can do in the open field and make the first guy miss and all the different ways you can use him in the offense. He's not Kadarius Toney, but he's very similar, and honestly, I think he's a better deep threat than Kadarius Toney. Wan'Dale Robinson can line up on the outside or in the slot and run those slot fades, something that we've seen Daniel Jones have good success with, and beat those slot corners and those outside linebackers and those safeties with his foot speed. If he was 5'11", he probably would have been a first-round pick. He is electric. He can make you miss in a phone booth. I'm really excited to see what Wan'Dale does this week when all the veterans are at Giants voluntary OTAs, and then when preseason comes around, he's really going to have a chance to go up and move up on this depth chart and potentially be wide receiver 4 or wide receiver 3. But speaking about the Giants wide receiver room, who do you think is going to have a better 2022? Is it Wan'Dale Robinson? Go down and type number 17 in the comments section. That's what he's wearing right now at OTAs and minicamp. He did say it's subject to change, but once he found out Plaxico Burress wore that number, I don't think he's going to change. Or is it Darius Slayton? Go down if you think it's going to be D. Slayton. Go down and type 86 in the comments section. My last biggest winners, and there was a lot of winners I could have put on this list, but I wanted to keep it to 3, is Dane Belton, the rookie that was just drafted out of Iowa, the strong safety, the big nickel. And I have him as a winner because I saw what he did in pass coverage, had a couple interceptions, looked good on-air defensive drills, and he is just someone that's playing a position of very big need for the New York Football Giants. 6 foot, 205 pounds, was a good player at Iowa, and he can do a little bit of everything. Not really the guy you want playing center field or that free safety type of spot, but he can play strong safety. He can come down in the nickel and guard some bigger tight ends, and he can get inside the box and play some of that money backer role that we know Wink Martindale is going to use. When I look at this Giants DB depth chart, I think he's going to be able to slide in. He's going to compete with guys like Xavier McKinney and Julian Love. And he's the third safety on this roster. Right now, I only have 3 guys' names on this sheet, but I also do think Yusuf Corker is going to make the roster. Dane Belton has a chance to immediately be a starter on the special teams side of the football. He can produce there. He's a hard-hitting safety. He's extremely athletic. He was one of the best testing safeties at the NFL Combine. I like Dane Belton a lot. I like what I saw from the highlights of him at rookie minicamp. And what he did at Iowa, you got to respect it. This is someone that's a hard-nosed player that likes to come downhill and deliver a hit. 46 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, 5 interceptions, 7 pass breakups. He can literally do a little bit of everything, and that's why I like Dane Belton a lot. And I think he could be an immediate impact player for the Giants, at least on special teams. And he's going to have a chance to crack that defensive rotation right away. One thing I promise you want to do is follow Giants Now over on Rumble. Go to rumble.com/NYGiantsTV. It's a very similar content creator app, just like YouTube, just a little more edgy. And I like that. And if you're in New York, you know you're going to like that as well. We like to be a little bit more uncensored. Sports, news, politics, tech. Look, here at Giants Now, we're growing to platforms that you guys use. My favorite feature about Rumble is you can close out the app. You don't have to watch the video. You can just listen to the audio. So if you want to go on a run and stay up to date on the latest Giants news and rumors, Rumble is the spot to do that. I'll have the link to rumble.com/NYGiantsTV in the comments and description of this video. Click on it. Give us a follow. We're trying to get to 2,000 followers over there. My biggest loser from rookie minicamp was Gary Brightwell. No, he was not there, but what we saw from Jashaun Corbin and just kind of the way the Giants running back depth chart is transpiring, I think he's on the short list of being on his way out. Didn't do really anything his rookie year, provided a little bit on special teams. When he was selected in the 5th round last year out of Arizona, a lot of people had it as a reach. And as a prospect to prospect, I like Corbin more than Gary Brightwell. Brightwell is more of that bruiser that likes to run in between the tackles, but he doesn't have that getaway speed like Corbin does. Corbin had a 99-yard touchdown at Florida State last year. That's going to be the biggest battle, in my opinion, to watch once minicamp and training camp and the preseason get here. Who's going to make the roster? Is it going to be Gary Brightwell or Jashaun Corbin? That's what it's going to come down to me. Who's going to be that third running back? Who's going to go and take that spot? I'm leaning with JC. I'm going to type JC in the comment section because I think it's going to be Corbin. But if you think Gary Brightwell's the guy, you're going to go down and type GB. Another loser, in my opinion, that wasn't at Giants rookie minicamp is Darius Slayton. And this has more so to do with just everything that's happening. The reports from Zach Rosenblatt that he believes and has heard that the Giants are looking to trade and or cut Darius Slayton. They want to save that $2.5 million that he is supposed to make this season. Look, the Giants salary cap, it's still not one of the best situations. It's better than it was a couple of weeks ago, but they're still tight on cash. And as a 4th receiver, maybe a 5th receiver after you selected Wan'Dale Robinson, $2.5 million can go a long way. And look, if you look at the production or the lack of production that Darius Slayton has had, when your best season is your rookie season, where you had 48 grabs for 740 yards and 8 touchdowns as a 5th-round pick out of Auburn, that set the bar high for all Giants fans. That's what we expected every year, for you to be that deep threat, to be dependable, and be a 6 to 8 touchdown kind of guy. But that didn't happen. The next 2 seasons, his production fell off. And that may have been due to more so the scheme play at Jason Garrett than it was this past year with Joe Judge, calling the play compared to when Pat Shurmur was calling the plays his rookie year. But at the end of the day, I think Slayton's going to be cut and or traded. I think the writing is on the wall. And with Wan'Dale Robinson supposedly coming on quick and picking up the playbook fast, it's going to be tough for him to crack that rotation. Look, there's a lot of guys on this Giants wide receiver room that are fighting for that 5th spot. But if you can save $2.5 million by moving off of Darius Slayton, the rumors suggest it, and I somewhat believe him. I think he's a solid player, but I don't think it's going to be with the Giants next season. The biggest loser was Dave Gettleman. You might be Marshall. Dave wasn't even at Giants rookie minicamp. He wasn't, but you know who was at Giants rookie minicamp and was on the field? Joe Schoen. Joe Schoen said, watch this, Dave Gettleman. Got on the field in his tennis shoes, no gear, and was just back there slinging dimes. Dave Gettleman could never. Dave Gettleman couldn't go under center and throw little swing route passes like Joe Schoen was to running backs in drills. I love Joe Schoen, the hands-on approach that he has. I mean, look at the form. That's a former college quarterback right there. Joe Schoen is the damn man. Throwing passes at rookie minicamp. I mean, look, at this point, after Kayvon Thibodeau and Evan Neal and everything that Joe Schoen has done, if you don't trust in this guy, you might secretly be a New York Jets or Dallas Cowboy fan. I am all in on Trader Joe. Joe Schoen is the man. Show him some love. Type in Joe We Trust in the comment section right now. What GM across the league is going out to rookie minicamp and throwing dimes, sideline tutties to their players? I love it. I love Joe Schoen. If you do, go down in the comment section and type in Joe We Trust. I appreciate everybody that's clicked on today's video and made New York Giants Now by Chat Sports a part of your day. Hit me up on Twitter, give me a follow, and if you let me know you came from the Rookie Minicamp Winners and Losers video, I'll make sure to give you a follow back.